We get 5 hours left, another 10,000.
I don't want you niggas to ever forget who the head motherfucking Dapper Pharaoh is, though. Who's Horus the fucking elder? Horus the younger? Who's got the transferable motherfucking skills, though, my nigga? That's what I want to know, you know? I want you all to understand who the Dapper Don really is, nigga. Horus the motherfucking elder, nigga. In the next clip, I make it clear that the Dapper Pharaoh has done his research, and he wants you to remember some things that I've gone over in the past from some of these books here, with a special emphasis on this one, you know, my favorite one, and you know, Master Heru chose book. You understand me? Excuse the writing, but it has his philosophies, not just different ways to do kicks, you know. So remember, Big Mac Loki ain't playing with you. The Pharaoh of this shit, the top. I'd like to remind you all about my 14 Witnesses to Psyop playlist. And now from the Complete Master's Kick, Master He Il Cho, 8th degree, black belt, Hall of Famer, the time, page 81, third paragraph. The brain and the body are one, and you try to harmonize the body and mind. Sometimes it can be very difficult, especially during martial arts training. There's so much concentration during forms practice, your mind and body must function together. When sparring, if these two entities are a single unit, you will be difficult to hit. If not, you can get nailed by a slow-moving truck. We go to page 82, under the section of fighting. Many martial arts schools won't emphasize sparring. Some business people don't want to be hit hard in the face, while other instructors fear the possibility of lawsuits brought about by injury. But if you're not going to emphasize sparring, you must teach them self-confidence and self-control. But how can you expect true confidence without an emphasis on sparring? You won't know what a true martial art is and what can offer you. The conclusion, page 84. The philosophies outlined in the preceding pages are merely a map to follow during your martial arts training. No one said it would always be easy. As with anything worthwhile in life, martial arts takes time, dedication, discipline, a will to excel, and a willingness to accept and respect those more talented than you. From the book Fighting for Honor, professor in African history from the University of California, Los Angeles, where he's got his doctorate, assistant professor. Page 11. Mastering either art could bring a skilled practitioner respect for his graceful execution, the admiration of potential wives, and economic advancement. Each art provided a path of spiritual development that could take an exceptional adept to one of the highest forms of honor in Africa, the status of a transcendent hero. Someone who was initiated into full mastery of Ngolo could become a special kind of ancestor, one who could physically manifest in the bodies of his descendants. Similarly, in the Baafan art of Mba and its cognates, could serve as a tool to achieve the highest of honors. A master of the martial art Mba who remained true to the accompanying moral code could become a transcendent hero, the most honored of ancestors, who could be called upon for guidance in important matters, and could reincarnate among the living while retaining a position among the dead ancestors. In this sense, both Ngolo and Mba can be understood as martial arts, and more specifically as martial ways, in the strict sense. The importance of following these African martial arts into the Americas becomes clear when one considers that while it was economic in its objective, The slave system was ultimately held together by physical and symbolic, real or threatened violence. Therefore, it should not be surprising that at times African combat traditions were used in the Americas as forms of self-defense against this violence. U.S. Army Guerrilla Warfare Handbook, Department of the Army, page 172. Civilian collaborators, a few sentences in. An isolation program designed to instill doubt and fear may be carried out, and a positive political action program designed to elicit active support of the guerrillas also may be affected. If these programs fail, it may become necessary to take more aggressive action in the form of harsh treatment. Harsh treatment of key collaborators can weaken the collaborators' belief in the strength and power of their military forces. The bottom of the page. Psychological programs aimed at this target audience stress appeals designed to induce the population to support and obey the guerrillas in achieving recognized common goals. Page 174. 4. When area supremacy is achieved, encouraging and assisting the civilian population to resume their normal activities. This may involve the use of guerrillas or auxiliary units in assisting the local population to repair buildings, build needed structures, harvest crops, reopen schools and churches, organize social activity groups, etc. All this is part of the Guerrilla Warfare Handbook. The other one has less relevance.